I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
That's all you got to say.
This is the tragic case of an attempted robbery turned into a fatal shooting. This teen went viral because he was caught smiling in court after literally taking somebody's life. This is the story of the absolute careless smile of a convicted teen in court. His name is Danta Wright, and he received a sentence of 25 to 52 years in prison. According to the court, Danta Wright was being accused of attempting to steal controlled substances and clothes. During the robbery, Danta Wright shot 18-year-old Pioneer High School student Jordan Klee. This murder case took place in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Jordan Klee was fatally shot dead on October 4, 2016. Danta Wright appeared in Washtenaw County Court, just a couple feet away from the mother of the boy that he had just killed.
I've lost laughter and love. I no longer have.
Karen was so upset that she had someone else read the letter that she had written to her son's killers. The family stated that they will miss watching Jordan grow up. It's crazy because he didn't even get to graduate. He didn't get to play his senior year of football. No prom, no nothing. 18-year-old Danta Wright was sentenced to 25 to 52 years in July 2017. The judge nearly revoked his sentencing, though. This was due to the fact that Danta was smiling during his hearing.
Yes, sir. Mr. Wright, what would you like to say?
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
That's all you got to say.
And the judge did not appreciate that disrespect. I feel like that reaction is really unnecessary and disrespectful, but would you rather him act like he's sorry when he's really not? Jordan Klee was found dead on October 4th on a pathway near the Pine Lake Village Cooperative. A single gunshot wound lying on the path outside the condominium complex. That's when a maintenance worker found him. Danta was supposed to have a pre-trial hearing for the case. Instead, he admitted that he and two other friends were trying to rob Jordan. The other two accomplices were Jermarius, Ellison, and Delreno, Gracey. Both appeared in court on a different date than Danta. That would be Monday, March 5th, 2018. Danta came off really careless, but the other two, they kind of came off the same exact way. It's like none of them understand that their lives are gone. Jordan Klee died miles away from his home. Danta Wright was sentenced for armed robbery and murder. After pleading guilty, Jermarius and Delreno were each sentenced 15 to 40 years. This is Jermarius Ellison entering the courtroom. Jermarius pleaded guilty in June 2017 to charges of armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, and second-degree murder. Jermarius apologized to his family, but not to the victim's family.
First and foremost, I want to apologize to my family. I know I let y'all down. I truly do apologize. I feel like it really was, most of it was all my fault because I am the oldest in this situation. So I don't know, I just truly apologize, and I hope that one day you can forgive me. Forgive all of us, actually.
This is Delreno Gracey. He might be the only apologetic of the three. Delreno was said to be the first of the three defendants in the case to be truthful with police. For Delreno, there is a good chance of rehabilitation. Delreno was actually the only remorseful one of the three. He actually apologized to his own family and Jordan's family.
First, I'd like to apologize to my family, especially my mother. She wanted and strived to help me do better. And I continue to make the same mistakes that she wished that I never made. And to the victim and his family, I'd like to apologize too. That's it.
Jordan was a creative person. a good student in his senior year of high school, and a really energetic football player. Also, he had no history with police. Jordan was supposed to be attending class the day he was found shot and killed. He was an Ann Arbor resident, therefore investigators had no idea why he was at Pine Lake. Pine Lake is also not a place police get a lot of calls to. This was Ann Arbor's first homicide in 2016. Regardless of what he was doing or where he was, though, his mother was devastated.
And just realizing that I couldn't stand there and do it.
This is 4 lives lost and a lot more affected. Dante claimed that his court-appointed attorney used racially biased language in preparing for his upcoming trial. Because of this, Dante requested a new attorney. The judge rejected this claim. The judge asked Dante what the basis was for this allegation. Dante told the judge that his lawyer stated that since Dante was black, it was going to be tough, and that was what he took as a slur. The judge allegedly told him that wasn't a racial slur, that was accurate advice. That is an uphill battle being a young black man being charged with murder. Not only that, but Wright claimed that his lawyer rarely came to see him and rarely gave him updates in the case. He told the judge that she was verbally abusive with him, specifically that her attitude and conduct has been verbally abusive and unprofessional. Never mind using his race as a defense mechanism, he tried to ruin the person that tried to help him. Not only that, but your lawyer can only do so much to help you when you're being convicted of murder. And Dante appeared in court unprepared to be rejected. The judge's responses were met with long silences, and the judge's demeanor upset Dante's mother. After all this, the judge granted Dante a new attorney. Not because of Dante's motion, but on behalf of the previous attorney. Dante is charged with open murder, armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, conspiracy to commit unarmed robbery, conspiracy to commit larceny from person, and felony firearm. But his mother believes that her son is innocent and that mental health conditions, which she declined to specify, should have been considered in her son's case.
What do you think about his reaction during the statements that were made in the court that the judge seemed to be
upset about?
Yeah, tell me what you think.
What upsetted me was I'm sorry for her loss, just as well as mine. My son was supposed to graduate this year too, and I mean it's just bad all the way around. So that's just how I feel.
Do you think he took this lightly? Do you think he took this seriously? How do you think he...
I don't feel like he understands exactly what's going on because of his mental conditions and things like that, and no one has even brought that up or said anything about it. So
can you expand on what those conditions are that you don't feel like were taken into account?
No, that has nothing to do with the case.
His mental conditions, I'm gonna put like that. The court systems in juvenile and I had tests done to see if he was a threat to society, which he's not. He sees another psychiatrist here in Ann Arbor, and she also let the attorneys know his diagnosis, what medications he's supposed to be on, that he's have not had since he's been locked up. So, I mean, it's another reason why. The smiling does not have nothing to do with slack of what, how can I say it?
That's just how he handles everything.
That's how he handles everything. As a child, if he was in trouble,
he'll just look at you and smile.
He's gonna smile at you.
Knowing he's in trouble, but still.
The thing is, she said it's her loss just as well as mine. The thing is, she gets to see her son, where Jordan's mom doesn't get to see Jordan anymore. So if you notice but you don't know what it means, let me explain. These 3 individuals are wearing 2 different colored jumpsuits. The orange one that Dante had on was restricted custody. These inmates are housed in single cell units. The green one that Delreno had on is for general population. After this whole insane case, Dante can still hope to get released someday. Since Jordan was graduating this year, This was supposed to be a year of celebration. Instead, it was a nightmare. Dante was believed to be involved in a gang called the Finesse Tank, and he is believed to have connections within the prison. Dante denied any involvement in the gang. This was the true story and the absolute careless smile of a convicted teen in court.